Hey, Drawing Painting 3. Now I found the most technically difficult thing to film for you. So what we're going to do today, and it's a one-day lesson, just today. You're going to draw your face from observation. Will you get frustrated? Maybe. Some of you will love this. Some of you will hate it. Remember, it's less than an hour of your life, and it's about practice, all right? Observational drawing is one of the best ways for you to learn and to get better at things. So the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna set up a situation where you have a strong light source. If that's impossible, just do the best that you can, right? I know we're in not perfect conditions, so we're just gonna do the best that we can. Then you're gonna get yourself a mirror. Hopefully you have a handheld mirror, you can rest it up against something. Those of you that are with me in school, we can use the school mirrors and the school lights. Those of you that are remote, do the best that you can. That's all anyone can ask you to do. The other thing that I want you to do, so you have a strong light source, you have a mirror, you have your sketchbook. Sorry that my phone is in the video. I couldn't figure out a way to video it without that, so I apologize. So the other thing you want to have is you want to have your charcoal pencils, right? So make sure you have your charcoal pencils at your ready, because when you do this, once again, we're going to draw the values. So if we draw the values, it's easier if we do something that lets us get value down quickly. The other way that I like to do this assignment is to do tonal eraser. So if you want to use a graphite stick and cover it in graphite and then use your pencils, or cover it in charcoal and then use it that way, feel free to do tonal eraser for this. Actually, I think it's a good way to do it. So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to look in my mirror before I even draw, right? First of all, notice that I'm holding my pencil, so I'm going to be using the edge. I'm going to just look at my face. I'm going to start saying, ooh, look, I've got this really dramatic shadow over here. Notice that this shadow right here lying on my cheek, that's the cast shadow from my nose, right? This is my cast shadow of my nose, because see how it like moves in space? So see how like originally I had it longer. Oop, nope, I'm making it shorter. Now, as I move away from the light, it gets longer and kind of starts to disappear. So I'm gonna make sure that I really look at that cast shadow. One of the tricky parts about observational drawing your face is that your face moves. And if you're talking and you're moving your face, it all starts working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna try to draw my facial features. I'm not trying to draw my eyes or my nose or my mouth. I wanna draw the values. So I'm just gonna start lightly. I'm gonna like make sure I'm gonna start with my 6B, because I'm gonna start with a really dark. Notice I'm using the edge because I just wanna lay out these values, right? The problem with the charcoals, it's not gonna be as forgiving as if we were using pencil. That's why I might recommend tonal eraser. So if you notice right now, I'm following that line on the edge of my face, and I'm just gonna draw that big dark shape. Like that's my goal right now, is to draw that big dark shape. So remember when I was looking at the photo and I was breaking things up into value? Now I'm doing the same thing. I'm now just doing it with my face. So I'm gonna take a deep breath for a second, look at where this shadow really goes. Then I have like a highlight coming in here, so I might even wanna grab my white pencil, just help me out. That like the neck of my shirt is coming in here. Once again, I'm gonna use the edge of my charcoal pencil right now because I'm laying in value, right? Right now I don't wanna lay in line, I wanna lay in value. So, and then I'm gonna grab my charcoal pencil again. I'm gonna notice, where does it, compared up here, compared to down there, where does the shadow go? So I'm actually gonna come up here. And I'm gonna notice that it gets even darker right here. So I'm gonna really like press really hard on my 6B charcoal pencil. I'm gonna try to draw that shape. Then I feel like that kind of gets into I know my ear's there. And I can see it kind of coming off that dark patch. Right, there's that dark patch. Then I see just a little bit of my ear coming through, but that's in shadow, but it gets a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna come down and get my ear in here. Then I'm gonna notice this light that I had from earlier. Ooh, this needs to get like higher. Or is my ear too low? And I'm gonna look at my shadow and compare like, okay, this was over by my lips. So I'm gonna come over here and look and go, I think my ear needs to be a little bit longer. So I'm gonna bring this shape down a little bit more. And then I'm gonna bring my, then I'm gonna notice that this shadows back behind my neck. So it gets really dark. See how there's that like little bit of space between underneath my ear? Like right there. Can you see that way? Like right there, there's like a little bit of space between the bottom of my ear and my neck. And here's the thing is that when I look in the camera, I can't see as well as when I look with my human eye, because the human eye is amazing. Whenever you want things to curve around, right, if you use like a curved line, that works. And then if I have a straight line coming out of it, that makes it look like I have my shirt curving around. I'm also going to notice, now that I'm looking in the mirror, this is not enough of an angle. So as I build these values, right, I'm going back, I'm evaluating, right? And this is, so then when I start adding in my dark, right, I'm going to look at where it fluctuates. Where does it get like darker dark? This area is pretty dark. It does get like a little bit lighter in there. So maybe I'm going to just remind myself it gets a little bit lighter in there. Then I'm going to remember like right along this edge, it gets like super, super dark. So this just gives you an idea about how you're going to draw your face, right? You're going to start, look at where those values are, draw those areas of value. And I'm just doing this super shadow first, and then I would move on to the next value area I see, and over and over and over again. Draw the values of your face, not your face itself.